What up? It's your boy T-Bear and Reaction. And today is I wanted this to be on Wrestling Wednesday, but I heard about this not at the I've got finished recording my videos for Wrestling Wednesday. But anyway, shout out to always to the one and only Kickin with Ross of the In the Clutch Crew, Clutch Squad. He recently made a video, and which is near and dear to my heart. He discussed his top 5 babyface in WWE right now. Yeah, know me, I'm more about the babyfaces. Speaking of that, there's a guy on my damn comments who's been, I don't know, he's trolling or what the hell. Just on my thing with the whole Roman Reigns. He just want me to acknowledge Roman Reigns so bad. I'm not gonna do it. I don't. It's on my pretty much on my case because I don't roll with the current heel Roman Reigns, but just whatever his name is. Some guy named. You see, if you see in the comments, you'll see we're a Spider-Man icon named Jaden, whatever. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's trolling or what his deal is. Either way, but
what's good, y'all?
Hold on, I didn't mean to start. But as far as Ross, you know, is a big wrestling fan as well too, like myself and everything. And it's interesting to hear this though, because he have his grief about these type of guys, but he's gonna talk about his top 5 babyface in WWE right now. The reason I say he has gripe because he hate that they're incompetent and all that. That he feels that they're incompetent and all that as well too. Anything passes me because I'm all about the good guys and heroes, aka the babyface, as well as the anti-heroes, which are some babyfaces as well tweeners. I'm not about the villains, villains, aka the heels. That's the personal mental reason that should be respected, not deflected. You know what I mean? But that's another story. It's not about me. It's about Ross. So let's see who Ross say is his top babyfaces in WWE. Let's get it.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at it again with another video. So I've been thinking about this for the past couple of days, and I kind of wanted to make a video talking about this. I wanted to talk about the top 5 baby faces in WWE, in my opinion, right now. I wanted to make this top 5 list. These are the top of the top. When their music hit, the crowd pops. Doesn't matter what's happening, doesn't matter what city they're in. When their music hit, their intro music hit, the crowd pops. If they see them in the back in like a backstage segment, the crowd pops. Like, they get the most reactions every time they're on the show. So I'm gonna start with the 5th spot and go in order. Once again, this is just my opinion on the top 5 baby faces in WWE so far right now. So for the 5th spot, I'm gonna have to go with the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Some of y'all may think, well, he should be.
The reason why I'm clapping about this hard, that he recognizes him as a babyface. Because, you know, there's so many people. I told you, remember the babyface, my video about babyfaces as well, too. Why it still is a cuss word and all of that. Like, certain people don't want certain names to be associated with babyfaces, or because of how their action is, they don't just feel they are true babyfaces or feel like they're a likable heel, stuff like that. He's one of them that folks trying to, don't want to associate the babyface term with. And that's why I'm giving a big clap for Ross for associating this with him as well too. So anyway, let's hear what you got to say about Seth Rollins. But yeah, Seth's killing it though. Although I got a bad feeling he's going to end up dropping the title because of what he's been tweeting about him needing a rest and all that as well too. But we'll see. But I kind of hope not. But we'll see. Let's see what Ross got to say.
Be higher up on the list. Me personally, there's some other people that be getting monstrous pops more than him. Seth has been doing his thing for the past few years on Monday Night Raw, and it's crazy how his gimmick has pretty much, I guess you can say, changed in the sense of him just being this arrogant heel to not then becoming this Joker type vibe, to them becoming Joker but zesty, and all through those little transitions of his character for the past few years, they've had the little theme song, and the theme song started catching on quick. It caught on so much that it was one of those things where it was hard for him to truly be a heel. Because, yes, the crowd has been singing his theme song while he was doing heel-like stuff. Guys, remember, when Cody even came back into the company, Seth was a heel. And they were still singing his song, but then they would boo him when he would do some heel-like stuff. So, it's one of those type of things where I think
pretty much
it kept manifesting and it kept growing to the point it was hard to really deny him as a babyface going forward, because he started playing into it even more. And honestly,
hold on, be right back. I'm back. Let me keep going.
Anytime his theme music hits, the crowd they interact, they go crazy. Some could say he's only gotten over because of his theme music. I would have to disagree. His in-ring work has been phenomenal. He does deserve the World Heavyweight Championship for all the guys he's put over for the past few years. Pretty much carrying Monday Night Raw when they didn't have a top champion.
Exactly.
Great matches and great feuds. So it works with him being the World Heavyweight Champion and him being one of the top guys in the company to get the reactions he get wherever he goes. But for my list, he's top 5. He takes the 5th spot as one of the top baby faces in the company.
All right, cool. But yeah, facts though. I feel like between him and what LA Knight's about to be, they are two. Both. I say LA Knight is like the baby faces folks will love. Seth is the same way too. He has not changed his persona per se. I mean, because he has told little stuff that's made him babyface like as well too. Including his little promo about the title, about having a champion that's wanting to be here and all as well too. That's the only the true babyface that he did. But other than that, he just babyface, but still the same persona. And I feel like him, LA Knight's going to change the game for babyfaces once again, bringing back the old school attitude, ruthless aggression era style babyface. See, that's all I'm gonna say. But let's keep going.
All right, number 4 will be Sami Zayn. Sami was the number 1 babyface at one point at the beginning of this year. There was no denying it.
He was.
There was no qualms about it. There were even people campaigning for Sami Zayn to be the one to the throne, Roman Reigns.
True.
That's how serious it was. He was that over, and it was even over even in the bloodline. He was the reason why the bloodline story got it got some new life.
True. Now I will say true on Sami that he was getting a lot of pops, and it was always right to make a babyface, and ever since then he was a top babyface at one point though. Just drilling it down because more babyfaces are being more popular than him now. Now not to his fault. Now I mean he did his job. Now it's for somebody else to do the job as well too, and he was part of the bloodline. He did make the blood injuries for the Hill fans, and then when he turned, then Kevin and got involved, brought some of the face fans in, and then when he turned face, the face fans got involved, make the bloodline storyline even more well-rounded now instead of just one-sided. So yeah, but let's keep going.
Life into it because it was starting to get stale. Once Sami Zayn got interjected into it, and then they really started, ramping it up with him and the story behind him being involved in the bloodline, it was what the bloodline needed. Sami Zayn freshened up that storyline, and he arguably was one of the most over baby faces in WWE, and at one point he was the top babyface. There was nobody getting a louder pop than Sami Zayn.
And the thing about it was long overdue. Especially if you watch him from NXT, if you watch him since he was NXT, you would think like I'm thinking. The thing we say Ross didn't watch. I don't think Ross watched him when he was on NXT. He was like the top babyface in NXT. He was literally the Daniel Bryan of NXT before Johnny Gargano. Before Gargano, it was Sami Zayn. He was literally the original heart of NXT, the top babyface of NXT. So him being a babyface right now, it was long overdue. You know what I'm saying, but let's keep going.
He's dropped down, obviously. Once they won the tag team championships at WrestleMania, they've been having some really great matches, and the crowd still popped for Sami Zayn. At Night of Champions, that reaction he got was beautiful. You know, yeah, for that night,
Yes.
it seemed like he was the top babyface again, once again in the company. And anytime he comes out or whatnot, the people love him. They
Yes.
love the tag team matches that he's been involved in with Kevin Owens. His matches he has are always fantastic to watch. He's really good in the ring, really good on the promos. People care to see what he has to say. Obviously, he's not in the main event scene, so that kind of has dropped him down as the top baby face.
Okay, I understand.
Like, the number one spot. But he's still up there. People love seeing him out there doing his thing. People love singing along with his song as well. I think it's great, and that's why I have him at the number 4 spot.
All right, we got number 3.
Number 3 spot. I've really been thinking about this one. I was like, I was fighting back and forth. But I'm going to have to give the number 3 spot, the third most over person in the company, Cody Rhodes.
Number 3. Now I'm interested to know who's number 1 right now. Now, here's the thing. I kind of understand right now. Because right now, he's not going for the top title. He got his own thing. But here's the thing I said before. Him and this Brock feud is great. This is like literally one of his best feuds. This is literally one of his best feuds. This is, like I said in that hot takes video yesterday that came out today. His feud with Brock is a big ass apology for the end of WrestleMania 39. That really is a big apology, and we are fans, and like I said, all is forgiven for that. That's what I'm gonna say. This feud been awesome. I love it. I love this feud. This is the feud he needed to keep him at the top babyface. Not falling in the not go through what he went through in AEW. So let me hear what Ross got to say about this.
The reason why I had to put him at the number 3 spot, because at one point during WrestleMania season, he was the most over person. It was interchangeable between Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes, but I want to say right before WrestleMania, it became Cody Rhodes just by a little bit, because we all thought, well, not all of us, but a lot of us thought he was going to get the job done.
Yeah, that's true, though. That is true. Like I said, hold on a second. I got to check something real quick. I'm back. But yeah, we thought a lot of us thought he's going to be the one. But like I said, this feud, I'm forgiving because I feel like Brock's going to give him the sign of approval. Because this got to be when Cody beats to break the tie. He's going to give him that respect and approval or anything. You know what I mean? And he'll be ready for hopefully to take down Roman, even if we have to wait till WrestleMania 40. But still, let's keep going.
And he has still consistently been over. I think, me personally, this is my personal preference. I think this Brock Lesnar feud, even though they've had some great matches, I do think it's kind of dampered the pops that he gets. He still gets good reactions. Obviously, when his song comes on, whoa, pyro, all that stuff. Fans are into it. The fans care about what he has to say. That hasn't died down. He gets good reactions, so that hasn't changed. But I don't think it's as big as it was going into WrestleMania. This whole Brock Lesnar feud, seeing him get his ass kicked all the time by the same guy, hasn't really done him any favors. But at the same time, the matches that he has had, people have been invested in. The matches he's had with Brock Lesnar, people have been invested in, and they've been very good matches. I do think this feud has kind of dragged on a little too long, and some people have lost. Well, not even some. A lot of people have lost interest in Cody.
I understand that. It's just, I guess, like you say, they're impatient. I like I said, I was kind of impatient. I'm kind of impatient too at times too. Like I said, I don't want to have to wait till WrestleMania 4 for somebody to take the belt from the tribal queen. But it looks like that's what's going on right now. So it is what it is. Know what I mean? But like I said, thankfully Triple H got that World Heavyweight Championship belt too. Know what I'm saying? We're chances are we might lose it the SummerSlam. But like I said, I understand the frustration or folks thing like this dragging along. I don't think so, but I have a different mindset about that. I feel like this is pretty much a passive match feud right here. I mean, he got Cody. Cody wasn't going to beat Brock twice. I mean, Brock had to keep his dominance in one, so that's why we have the rubber matches, right? And two, and that rubber match is when Cody's going to get the win, get over with the fans, and Brock hopefully, possibly, might turn babyface after giving him the respect and giving a nod to go in and go after the tribal queef when he gets the chance. But anyway, that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but there's a lot of people in the group I'm in kind of think that way too. But let's keep going.
But he's still in that good spot where they can get him in a good feud, or they can really start pushing the idea and the notion of him going after Roman once again. I think they can really start to build that back up, build up that momentum, and he could become the top babyface in the company. But in my opinion, I think he's number 3 right now, only because the Brock feud has kind of dragged it down just a little bit. But he still gets great reactions when he's out there. He's still somebody that people will pay money to see. So hopefully once this Brock situation is over with, we can really get him into a better feud and ongoing to face Roman at some point, most likely next year's WrestleMania.
But quick question before we go further: when that ends, who we think should be Kobe next opponent? You know, it's not gonna be Roman no time soon. Unfortunately, it's probably gonna hang out to WrestleMania. But it gotta be something at least to it though. But who y'all think is gonna be? Let me know.
All right. Now the reason why I was fighting with this particular spot, with the number 3 spot, is for the number 2 spot, and I had to really think about this. Some may say I'm being overzealous with putting him here, but at the same time, the reactions don't lie. The number 2 spot is easily LA Knight.
Oh,
LA Knight.
The fact. Another. I talked this up too. The fact, the main reason, the fact that he's considered him a babyface now. Because, you know, it's been not sure if he's officially a babyface yet. Right now, they're claiming he's a tweener. There's rumors that he is supposed to be turning babyfaces. And I feel like he will. And head into the SummerSlam match against Austin Theory. And he's going to be the one to dethrone Austin Theory. But this speculation, 1, they're speculating that sure if he's facing that. 2, same I said about Seth, they're claiming he's not truly a face yet. He's a likable heel. And then he was the main topic of my Babyface cuss word video. I said, because a lot of folks when they said, I kept saying, other people saying turn face, it's like, no, don't do it, it's gonna ruin him, it's gonna kill his character, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that, don't ruin it, keep it the way it is. Alright, the crowd gonna start losing interest if he turn babyface. No, they not. He is, like I said, he is gonna be what the babyfaces folks been wanting for a long time. The Austin Rock style of babyfaces. Nothing changed, just his opponents, his targets. That's about it. Might do something somewhat babyface like. That's it. That truly babyface like. But other than that, his cocky persona is still gonna be there. Wherever they got the crowd start loving him, it's still gonna be there. Same with Seth and everything. But let's hear what Ross got to say about this one.
Right now is the number 2 babyface in the company, and he damn near could be the number 1 babyface in the company, depending on how they book him going forward. The dude is everywhere he goes. People, they lose their shit. Like, they actually lose their mind. Some would say he is the number 1 babyface in the company, and I would not argue with that point. I have not seen someone get this organically over in quite some time. I mean, he's legitimately over. And I don't even think he's a babyface. I think he's technically still a heel, but it doesn't matter because the fans love him. This dude. That's the thing.
Like, so he did clarify that he don't know he changed there, but he's tweener babyface right now. Some saying tweener, some saying babyface right now. As far as safe site right now, he's definitely like slowly crawled away from the hillside. You know what I mean, like say slowly because he's still got the he's more anti-hero than heel now. I will say that he's still on himself as well too. But like he said, it's been a long time doing it, and like I said, he's literally got what You know, they say, well, Rock and Stone Cold, the comparison, he literally got over just like Rock and Stone Cold. Now, I mean, they help us her. The crowd started loving him. He's organically turned face. It's been a while since we had an organic face turn in the main roster, I should say, because he did it before in the NXT. So yeah, it's been a while. We had an organic face turn in the main roster. Well, closest was Seth, of course. Actually, Seth is the most recent one, but the best, more major is with LA Knight right now, to be honest. But yes.
Has had a interesting track record in WWE in the main roster. They wanted him to be a manager for the Maximum Male models. They wanted him to do that. They wanted him just in this manager role. Triple H, once he finally took care of that.
Thank God.
Got him from out under that. Then they had him feud with the Fiend in the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Whatever the fuck that was. And he didn't even win that feud. That was anybody else that was in that feud with Bray and lost that way, and how the match ended and how it even played out, they would have been DOA after that. No one would have cared. They would have been in job.
That's the other thing right there too. The fact that he bounced back from that situation. You know, he's a heel at the time. The fact he bounced back from that situation, and the crowd is always still loving him. They could have like said, "Screw it, he ain't nothing right now. Send him back to NXT." Out of all people, they did not do that to him. That's what's up. They campaigned for that man. So this is why, and that's why he deserved his face turn. He deserved his face turn. Because this is his award. Like, let the crowd embrace him fully. No, tell them shut up. I mean, when they cheer for him, no, none of that. Let the crowd embrace him. Let him embrace the crowd as well too. He's gonna be fine. He did it at NXT. He's gonna do a great job in the main roster as a babyface as well too.
They would have been back there and catering all the time.
Like, and they'll say, oh, because he didn't really big match. They probably had other folks, other plans with that. That's why he hasn't won like a big title in NXT. They probably had other plans with other guys that was coming out as well too. They felt like it was time for him to go to the main roster. By the time the 2.0 was focused more on like the newer guys anyway. That's the other thing too. So let's not forget about that as well too. Till it went back to the white gold now, where it's like anybody can get a championship, even Sub Mysterio. Anyway, but let's keep going.
But even out of that weird ass feud that didn't live up as people wanted it to, he still was able to overcome that because people wanted to see the guy prosper. The dude was losing matches left and right, and he was still getting over. The dude ended up in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And the reaction he got overseas was ridiculous. He was that close to winning it.
Think about it, though. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Didn't win it. And guess what? He is still over. He's that. It's like.
And another, we say that low key kind of remind me of Ty Dillinger, aka Sean Spears. When he hit a 10, he first came out with the perfect 10 gimmick, but he was losing. But that gimmick got so over that they made him a babyface, and he was getting wins and everything. But then again, another blown opportunity from WWE when he brought the main roster when he brought him up, but still NXT. But NXT, he was like the one that ended up being the top, one of the unexpected over babyfaces because of his 10 gimmick, and he was losing. So that's what made me think about that a little bit though too, because like LA Knight at the Pitch Black, he was on a loser streak for a minute, but now he's bouncing back and getting pulver still because he wants his band prosper. And look what we're doing now. He's pretty much going to be on the way to possibly, I'm hoping, beat Austin Theory for the USA Championship. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like he's gotten even more over. So now he's on the cusp potentially of becoming a new United States champion. That's what people want. Hopefully he wins. I'm filming this before Friday Night SmackDown. Hopefully he wins this match to have the one-on-one match to go face Austin Theory at SummerSlam. Put the damn title on him.
Please.
That crowd is going to go
Please.
crazy.
Please.
At SummerSlam if he wins the United States Championship. Dude, is that over, bro? I don't know what to say. You really could put him at number one, but the only reason why I don't put him at number one.
So I got a feeling though who is number one.
The number one spot is part of the biggest storyline in WWE history. You already know who the number one spot is reserved for. It's reserved for Jey Uso. In my opinion, Jey Uso right now is the number one babyface in the company.
Yes.
Reason being, because he's in the number one storyline in WWE. Simple. I'm being dead ass. He's involved in the number one.
Facts. Main reason because of that. But yeah. And two, so many people want him to be the one to dethrone the Tribal Chief more than Cody. That's another thing too. Like I said, I'm not mad at that, but I still want Cody to finish the story. But I am totally not mad if he hasn't been doing it. Not me, but there's folks where, but Loki here will make me next for him though as well too. Now, also hoping that there's not gonna be no Jimmy turn on Jay bullshit as well too, because a lot of people's the Hill Fiends dickheads harping on that Hill Fiends, the ones that love get off of folks' misery, love to see the internet explode and all that, like they did with like they loved it when some series got the title and all that as well too. Like the dickhead that's keep trolling me about rumors as well too, probably want this as well too, just for the hell of heat. I mean, they want Jimmy to turn on Jay. Don't do that. Whatever. Anyway, please don't do that. It's too cliche and too predictable. But anyway, Jay is definitely earned that number one spot for sure. Though, too, main event Jay is back, and like I said, the fact that people want him to fill the story more than Cody, that says a lot as well too.
Storyline. This has been something that's been brewing for years. We've seen Jey Uso get mistreated for years, almost 3 years now. And he's finally fighting back. And the fans are eating every second of it. They are loving every second of it. Every time lately that he comes out, Jay is the guy. They're chanting Uso. Jay, they're going crazy for him. When he fights back, when he stands up, when he's in the face of Roman Reigns, when he's not backing down, they are going rabid for him. And I just think it's going to be even crazier when they have to face off at SummerSlam. Prime example of how over this guy is right now. There have been people for a while saying Jay should be the one.
I just said it. I said it.
This is not nothing new.
Exactly. I said that.
Hell, you look at Money in the Bank and how it ended. And how the crowd, how I lost my faith seeing Jay pin
organic.
Roman Reigns. Once again, they have built up Roman Reigns as this undefeatable individual. He's like the ultimate mega boss.
Now, think about it. We thinking Soul's going to take the pin. No. Poetry in motion. We got the first person to ever put Roman Reigns in the main roster to be the first person to pin them in a while.
10 shields. He has 10 shields of health. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to have to use all your magics, all your power-ups, all your potions and heals to beat this guy. And Jey Uso was the first guy to pin this man in almost 3 years. And the crowd went insane. The crowd lost it. I lost it. Seeing that happen, that instantly made Jey the number one babyface in the company. And now people want to see him take down Roman. Like, it's simple. It works. That's why I had to put him at the number one spot, because he's in the number one storyline right now. And people legitimately want to see Jay dethrone Roman. It's a real thing. We're getting main event Jay again, but this time Jay standing on his own, fighting for his brother, fighting for his integrity, fighting for himself and trying to finally dethrone Roman. I'm all for it. It's fantastic storytelling. That's why I had to give him the number one spot as the number one babyface. because he's in the #1 feud right now. Once again, some could say maybe it's LA Knight. He's not even in no big feud, and look at the response he's getting. True. But at the same time,
it's legit.
This is why I feel like obviously it makes sense for Jay to be in this position that he's in, because this has been built for so many years, and people are loving what they're doing with Jay Uso. To finally say that Jay Uso is gonna main event a SummerSlam with Roman Reigns.
Main event Jay.
It's very interesting to say. Hell, he was part of the main event of WrestleMania Night 1 this year. Main event Jay is here, and I'm going to be very interested to see how things play out at SummerSlam. But in my opinion, he is the #1 babyface in the company. And that's my top 5 list of babyfaces in the company right now. Y'all let me know if y'all agree with my list. Who would you change?
List.
How would you switch up the order?
I love the list, and I agree with I agree why you have it that way, because of the circumstances of it as well too. Number 2, big plus, because you put Seth and LA Knight as babyface, claim them as babyfaces. Like I said, because a lot of folks don't want to label them babyfaces. They want to label it as either likable heels or tweeners, not babyfaces. Well, cool. You don't think babyfaces don't associate with the name or the character. Know what I mean, his last. I'll bring back to my Babyfaces, the curse word video, stuff like that. Who knows? But anyway, this is why I like this list.
Give me y'all top 5 baby faces in WWE right now. And if you want me to, if I get enough likes on this video, I'll do the top 5 heels in WWE.
And right not going to watch that video
now as well, man. So let me know down below what you think of my list. But
you're not going to watch that video, but we'll love them to do the top babyface ladies in wrestling as well too. Well, other than that, it's your boy T-Bear signing. Shout out to Kickin with Raw still as well too. Shout out to Clutch Squad, Dub, as well as Strip Billy, you know what I'm saying, as well as the associates, Certain Dance a Lot, Nisha, Chisel, Adonis, and many others. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.